This again, shall we? All right, we are back to the action now. Sorry for the interruption. We've been having some technical difficulties today here in the CAW Broadcasting headquarters. Extreme now, trying to get the upper hand over Stewie. Both men have sustained a fair amount of damage here as they exchange boots to the midsection. Big face first slam. Stewie drops Extreme down face first onto the mat. Extreme with a reverse elbow trying to capitalize, sets up Stewie with the backbreaker, but Extreme just barely manages to escape. Both of these guys, the worse for wear here by the looks of things, slowly getting back to their feet. Extreme setting up, perhaps trying to put the finishing touch. That could be it. 2, 3. Extreme walking away with a big win here in his debut matchup on CAW Breakout. A great display of athleticism in their debut. However, this is one small part of the bigger puzzle. Extreme will have a huge uphill battle to fight to make it to the top of Champions Alliance Wrestling. And up next, the #1 prospect for the CAW Breakout Hardcore Championship, Roger Arthur, will face off against Zentrix. All right, get ready. Up next, Roger Arthur, the #1 contender for the Breakout Hardcore Championship, is facing off against Zentrix. Here we go. What is that? Ooh. Evoke, what is Evoke doing here? Evoke has just arrived. The Breakout Hardcore Champion is here, and he'll be sitting ringside during the #1 contenders matchup. Evoke perhaps trying to get inside of the head of Roger Arthur. Roger Arthur clearly distracted by the presence of Evoke, the Breakout Hardcore Champion. Roger Arthur with a swinging gutbuster here early on. Perhaps going to try and make short work of Zentrix. Going to need to have eyes in the back of his head here. Big right hand by Roger Arthur. As he goes to work on Zentrix. Zentrix trying to recover now. Zentrix with an opportunity. A big right hand sends Roger Arthur hurling down to the outside. Count reaches 5. Zentrix heads back in. And now he restarts the count. And again, things get taken to the outside of the ring. These two are going to want to do their best to avoid disqualification here today. Zentrix get blocked. And a nice left-hand reversal, but Zentrix tries to get back in control. Swinging DDT. Zentrix taking the fight now. Roger Arthur. Roger Arthur gathers himself, and they both head back to the ring at the count of 6. Working on a takedown by Zentrix now. Zentrix, the underdog in this matchup. Roger Arthur, #1 contender for the Breakout Hardcore Championship. Of course, the heavy favorite. Roger Arthur with a whip into the corner, and Zentrix is hurt. And Evoke waving to Roger Arthur, perhaps trying to get under his skin, and it looks like it worked. Roger Arthur's distracted and takes a shot by Zentrix. As Evoke applauds the handiwork of Zentrix. Roger Arthur with a few elbows here. Wow, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, 10 big elbow drops. Zentrix just got rocked. Perhaps the frustration of Roger Arthur is spewing out onto Zentrix now. Roger Arthur now. Wow! Roger Arthur doing a number on Zentrix. Is that enough to get the job done? Hooks the leg. 1, 2. And Zentrix manages to escape the pin. Little back suplex attempt. Foiled by Zentrix. Zentrix trying to take control. And he may have an opportunity here. Swinging DDT from the second rope. Zentrix now sets up. Zentrix nails Roger Arthur, and Roger Arthur could be finished. 2, 3, Roger Arthur takes a loss at the hands of Zentrix. Evoke at ringside getting inside of the head and giving an opportunity to Zentrix and perhaps costing Roger Arthur the match. And our next matchup is a very interesting matchup. It seems as though we will be seeing two competitors who are facing off for the Breakout World Championship teaming up this week. Ash Venom and Archie Lee will be teaming up against Fight or Flight. This is going to be interesting, to say the least. An interesting matchup, a tag team duo to say the least. Archie Lee, the CAW Breakout Champion, will face off against the biggest threat to his title and #1 contender, Ash Venom, are going to be teaming up. Wow. All right, here we go. And we're this is not off to a good start. Archie Lee taking it upon himself to tag himself in to get the match started here against Tannis. Wow! Tannis going to work immediately. Whoa, whoa, what is going on? What is this? What is Ash Venom doing? Ash Venom just left ringside. Archie Lee is all alone. What was that all about? Archie Lee sets up. Archie Lee gonna do everything he can to try and finish this on his own. Archie Lee setting up now. Powerful Lee hammer. 1, 2. No, not able to get the 3 count. Archie Lee doing everything he can to try and win this matchup on his own. Hannah's now trying to find an opportunity, looking to take out the leg of Archie Lee. Looking to chop down the tree by the roots, so to speak. And shoulder first into that steel post. Perhaps the smartest option for Ash Venom going into his title match with Archie Lee. Leave Archie Lee behind, let him get annihilated by not 1 but 2 members of Fight or Flight, and of course he'll likely be able to get his championship back, or so he sees. An interesting turn of events, to say the least. Archie Lee pounding away on Silence in HD. Hannes now gets the tag, goes to work on Archie Lee. Archie Lee with a boot reversal from the corner. Big whip. Now Archie Lee sends Tanis into the turnbuckle, and a reverse boot by Tanis. And this is where the numbers game is really gonna start to show. Wow, Archie Lee gets annihilated here by the tag team duo of Fight or Flight. Silence headed to the top rope. Things could get ugly in a hurry. Big elbow drop from the top rope. Wow! Sets up the big sunset powerbomb to cover. No! Not enough, the 2 count. Silence nearly winning the match. However, that shouldn't come as a big surprise after being abandoned by his tag team partner. Archie Lee is all on his own and outnumbered 2-1. Archie Lee with a big choke slam takedown. Archie Lee with the cover. 2. And not able to get the 3 count. Archie Lee out there showing an incredible amount of determination and will to win the matchup on his own. And another powerful Lee hammer. 2. No, not able to get the 3. Archie Lee immediately back to his feet and takes the offensive once again. Big chop. Silence reverses, puts Archie Lee in the corner. Up to the second rope. Silence with a falling fist drop from the second rope. And he nails Archie Lee right smack dab on the chin. Silence again from the top, perhaps looking for that elbow again. What's he waiting for? Silence gets the tag into Tannis, and Archie Lee still down. Archie Lee sets up. To show off some of that leg strength. However, we saw that could put a huge target and focus on his legs. Tannis makes the tag, in comes Silence, and Archie Lee is looking the worse for wear now. We figured it was only a matter of time. Archie Lee with a reverse neck breaker out of nowhere. Archie Lee setting up, and another powerful Lee hammer. In comes Tannis. There's the 3 count. Archie Lee comes from out of nowhere and wins against incredible odds. Unbelievable amount of determination. And that is why Archie Lee is the CAW Breakout Champion. And that has got to be a ton of momentum going into this week's pay-per-view for Archie Lee. Archie Lee walking away with a win on his very own. Matchup number 4 in the main event of the day. P-Crack, Spider, and Mr. Amplified will all face off to climb the ranks of Breakout in a triple threat match. And here we go. We are getting started with tonight's main event. Triple threat matchup. P-Crack making his way to the ring. And Spider now making his way to the ring. Ready to face off in this triple threat matchup here today on Breakout. All right, here we go. Triple threat matchup, the main event of the day. Each of these men want a shot at CAW Breakout Gold. Triple threat matchup, no disqualification, no countouts. The match must be won by pinfall or submission. Spider with a nice suplex now on the outside as CAW tries to go to work with that sledgehammer. Spider nailing Mr. Amplified against the barricade now. CAW going to work with that sledgehammer, and Spider and Mr. Amplified are down. CAW trying to use those steel steps to his advantage now. Spider, big neck breaker on Mr. Amplified. Wow, Mr. Amplified gets nailed in the face by those steel steps. Spider sets up. Spider taking on both competitors at the same time. Spider going for the cover, but P-Crack is there to break it up. Mr. Amplified going to work and nails. Tries to hit P-Crack in the back and manages to hit Spider in the face. This is turning into an all-out war zone. P-Crack breaks it up. P-Crack looks on as Spider takes the fight to Mr. Amplified. Mr. Amplified turns on P-Crack now. Russian leg sweep takedown. Spider focuses his attention on Mr. Amplified. Wow! Spinning powerbomb by Spider. Spider takes the fight and big backbreaker into a Russian leg sweep. And Mr. Amplified is looking the worse for wear there. See some bruising and swelling around his face. Spider's headed to the top rope. Spider crossbody splash. Nails Mr. Amplified and possibly does more damage to himself. Spider sets up. Spider's Fang. Spider's Fang hits. Mr. Amplified is down. Can Spider win it right here? 2! No! P-Crack kicks out. Spider! Moonsault from the second rope as P-Crack looks on. Spider with a falling neckbreaker. P-Crack looking for an opportunity here to capitalize. Spider needs to capitalize on an opportunity here. Stops dead in his tracks as he almost gets nailed by those steel steps. And P-Crack goes to take out the knee. P-Crack perhaps going to try and capitalize on this opportunity. Spider sets up. Mr. Amplified looks like he's getting amped up. Spider needs to prevent this. . Spider needs to turn his attention on Mr. Amplified. Spider again headed to the top rope. Spider from the top rope looking for an opportunity. Mr. Amplified manages to reverse that suplex. Pin crack with the big backbreaker on Mr. Amplified. Spider slowly getting back to his feet. Can he get back in time? And he breaks the pin. Spider with a pump handle gutbuster. Mr. Amplified stalking. Tries to hit the AKO and misses. Not a good idea to go to the top rope. Spider is down to the outside. Mr. Amplified gets hit. Spider focuses on P-Crack. This could be the opportunity P-Crack needs. Shots being exchanged. A back and forth between P-Crack and Spider. Mr. Amplified nails Spider with the AKO. Mr. Amplified with the cover, and P-Crack's gonna break it up. Wow! Huge suplex by P-Crack. Mr. Amplified recovers. Spider there to catch Mr. Amplified off guard in a big face buster. Spider now knows that he has to turn his attention on the other man standing. P-Crack with the cover. Spider breaks it up. Spider with a big backbreaker now. And another on Mr. Amplified. This could be the opportunity he needs. Goes for the cover. P-Crack getting back to his feet. No. Mr. Amplified kicks out. P-Crack with those steel steps. And he drives them into the skull of Spider. Mr. Amplified could be pretty much out. He looks like he's trying to gather himself. He's sustained a ton of damage so far this match. Spider in the corner. P-Crack now turning his focus on the already injured Mr. Amplified. Double leg takedown now by P-Crack. Mr. Amplified with the cover. 2. No, not enough. P-Crack kicks out. Whoa! Whoa! Mr. Amplified trying to set up for a curb stomp and gets caught! Peacock with a suplex now. Spider back to his feet. Peacock again trying to finish it. Spider slamming the face of Peacock down into the mat. Spider needs to capitalize on this opportunity. Spider, German suplex with the bridge. Could this be it? 3. Spider walks away with a huge victory over Peacock and Mr. Amplify.